What is up, everyone? Welcome back to JB Breaks Free. So glad that you're here. I hope you're having a great day, a blessed day, getting 1% better than yesterday. I'm trying to do the same, trying to find some wins today, small or big. String together some wins today, and you're going to string together some good days. If you string together some good days, it's going to make for a good life, and that's what I'm trying to do, trying to break free from the BS. Really enjoyed just being outside hustling today with Instacart. Breathing in the fresh air, the grass, the flowers, everything's budding. Just a beautiful day today to be happy and to be free. And I know every day is not going to be as picture perfect as today. And it reminded me of a quote where if you can master pleasure, then you can master pain. And in either one, you're not going to swing wildly back and forth. You're just going to try to stay right in the middle of pleasure and pain and just keep steady with that break-free attitude of make every day the best day ever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be as sunshiny as today. Stay right in the middle of that. But today I wanted to talk about kids and wife and dad. Minimalism. I got a great question of how do my kids react in a minimalist household, and how do they compare themselves with other kids? Well, and I found it kind of hard to describe. I'm definitely the biggest minimalist in the house. It was my idea to introduce minimalism into the house, firstly with myself. I guess on my own personal journey, I started to become a stickler about clean shelves, flat surfaces, nothing, no junk on there, cleaning up the junk, dishes, kind of having the laundry organized, having stuff organized, purging my junk, my collections, my excess stuff, selling what I thought was valuable at the time, donating a ton of other things that now that I'm a bit of a reseller, I probably would have just sold. But really just purging myself and testing myself almost daily, because I'm a collector at heart. I have the collector's bug and a hoarder at heart even. But I see life as so much better not relying on that stuff. It could be because it gives you more freedom, and that's what we're here to do, is to break free. So it became just me, and then mentioning some things to the wife. Let's get rid of the stuff in the counter. Let's lose the clothes that we don't need. Let's get rid of some of the stuff we don't need. Let's get rid of some of the kids' stuff that we don't need. Pushing for that. And me just starting that and not forcing it on them. I have to be the inspiration and the example for my wife and for my kids, and their kids are 8. I don't think my kids feel that they want for anything. They're almost naive in a way. I don't even know. They're very satisfied, I think, with what they have. They're very crafty. They were never even huge into toys or dolls. I'm looking at their toy room right now. They were just some Legos. They would just put Legos together and build ships. They would do crafty things. They have their bikes. They each have an instrument. We have some family board games. So I don't feel like my kids at this point feel like they are deprived of anything or feel like they have less than other kids with toys. And they also maybe are not over people's houses all day long like maybe I was when I was in 3rd grade. We're just coming out of the pandemic, and they do have play dates, and it's a lot of sports stuff too, and birthday parties. But I don't think that they feel like they want for stuff. Just some things that I'm doing to introduce them and my wife to minimalism as being the catalyst of that minimalist philosophy is I kind of talk about why with my wife and why with my kids, and it's at different levels that you save money. It can bring you peace. That stuff that you buy is not going to make you happy. It's just, it might give you a burst, but you're still going to be empty with that stuff. And it's going to free up space and just less stress in your life. And where to start? With closets, with your collections, with your stuff, with your drawers, with the dishes, with the laundry, just with the top of the girls' desks, which are messy right now, with their rooms. It's just kind of keep stringing the kids along and introducing new things. And I think as they develop, that I will be giving them that knowledge that necessarily wasn't given to me. I was collecting cards all the way up. I wasn't, I was given some financial advice, but not much. Save your money. That was it, I guess, but I'll teach my kids, have a dialogue with them that it's, save half your money. I think that's important. Save half, and what you have the other half for might be up to you. It's not living with nothing. It's living with what's important. And, I have a guitar. I have, books that I like. There's not much else that I really feel like I need. I have a bunch of records, but I'm just going to sell them. I keep getting them in and keep getting them out. I want to get a bike one day, and hopefully my body pain will let me ride a bike, and my wife was going to get a bike, and that stuff's important. We can go on family bike rides. Coffee mugs are important, but too many. And that's a talk that my wife and I have. I have 2 coffee mugs that I like. My wife has a couple, and I'm like, do we need the rest? And that's a little bit of a battle. But what's necessary and why? And to find that, and for everyone else, it's going to be different. But to bring minimalism out into the open with my kids, so they're at least exposed to the idea. And as a family, we enjoy simple pleasures. My wife and I are very cognizant not to overload them with stuff, and they have too much stuff as it is. It's like a hard battle. It's tough to win. But we try to do, family games. We go for walks. We go to kids' museums. We like to go out to eat, but not expensive stuff. We like to go get ice cream and, go get some fried fish. And every once in a while go out to a nice dinner. But, to the movies, it's not the greatest frugal ways in the world, but it's family get-togethers. It's simple pleasures. We love walks. We love games. We love cooking. We love eating together. Especially for me, who is a waiter at night, I don't always get to have dinners with the kids. So when I'm home, dinner time is a special, sacred place. And how do I deal with just being inundated with stuff? Christmas and birthdays, we do our best to keep the influx of stuff at a minimum. And when it does pile in, we do our best to tell the kids we have to replace this. And what we tell them is, another kid can enjoy this now. And we talk a lot about being grateful for what we have every single day. Grateful for this, grateful for that, little things and big things. And you've enjoyed this toy now, and wouldn't you want someone else to enjoy the toy also? And they're pretty receptive to that. There's some things that they are much more clinging on to. They love stuffed animals. That's another thing. They are stuffed animal maniacs. So they love to play with their stuffed animals. So that's something that they indulge in. And they have yoga mats. I'm just looking around at some of the stuff. But the room needs to be cleaned. And one day we can take a tour of that crazy kid's room. But it's fun to see how far we've come. Like, you don't have to make it an ongoing battle. Have fun with the process. It's all about enjoying the process. We've come a long way. I shudder to think where I've come from sometimes, but thankfully I'm where I am now. Traditions change. My wife and I celebrate differently. We still get each other a little bit of Christmas stuff, because that's fun, and I'm a big fan of Christmas presents as a minimalist. But we're mindful of what we get for the kids, and we're also mindful of all the other holidays, birthdays, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day, any other sort of gift-giving holiday, anniversaries. We don't even really get cards. The kids do crafts for that parent, their Mother's Day crafts, the Father's Day crafts, and then we just have a nice dinner together. That's our present. We go out, we combine finances anyways. We'll have a nice meal together, whatever that is. And sometimes it might be more splashy than others, but, we kind of chill when it comes to that. And that has changed when we were first dating and when we were first started Christmases together as married. Then, gifts were much more prevalent, but we're more focused too on what we need. Maybe it's a gift of something that we truly need that we give to each other. We do try to talk to other family members. Don't just load them up with Halloween candy. Don't just go crazy with gifts. Maybe give them experiences if possible. But at the same time, I don't know how many grandparents are out there. Grandparents like to spoil, and I'll probably spoil my grandkids one day too. So that's always tough. We digitize as much as we can. I love the idea of pictures on that little machine. I don't know what to call it, but it rotates the digital pictures in like a loop onto the screen, kind of like a frame with pictures in it. And my dad has it, my mom has it, we have it. It's a good way to look at photos because we don't go through photos enough, right? And then just be mindful of the process. It's not the outcomes, right? Like, okay, today I'm going to eat well, but I'm not going to be skinny or have a six-pack tomorrow. I'm going to save some money today, but I'm not going to be financially independent tomorrow. I'm going to straighten up the house, but it's going to be messy again tomorrow, right? I just want to influence and inspire the change in my family. And if anyone is inspired by this video, as far as it can reach, that's really what it is. It's the process. And even in the breaking free, everything that we're trying to break free from, it's the process. We might not gamble today, but there'll be a game tomorrow, right? We might not drink today. We might not smoke today, but we might not get sucked into the mass media today or whatever it is you're trying to break free from. It's the process. And you have to enjoy the process, string together those days, get a little bit better. Maybe today we clear off their desks. I'd already talked to them about cleaning their room, of course, and maybe we find a few things that we can get rid of today that someone else can enjoy. But enjoy the process. That's what I try to do in this household. And yes, some days are easier than others, but that's kind of where I stand as a parent with minimalism, and I definitely want to talk more about it in the coming videos because it's going to change as they get older, and every day is a new day. So I wish you all the best. I love you all. Break free, get a little bit better than yesterday, and I will see you in the next video.